Oh, there's a whole set of these. What are they? They're pretty. I like these. These are cute. Berry bowls. Yeah. $3. This is really cute, but it's broken. And I would still even buy it, but not for $3.99. Super cute though. If it was $1.49 for a broken egg, I would definitely pick it up.
In today's video, I'm showing you two of the stores I went to with Jamie from Border Bananas on a day we went thrifting. This first one is a Goodwill, and then I'll take you into a vintage shop.
What is this? This is
It does look like Pyrex, but that looks like your...
This is Wexford, right?
Yeah, I think so. I wish I had purchased this plate. It was really pretty, and plates like this with the design around the edge are really pretty to go under a flower pot to, you know, catch water when you water things. So I wish I had picked it up for that purpose, but I did not. This is adorable. So cute. I walked around with this little set of drawers for a little while in my cart. It was $3.99, which I thought was a fine price. I actually have something very similar to this. I like these little drawers for in the kitchen, but I'm hoping to find ones that are kind of a different shape than the ones I already have. So in the end, I wound up putting that back. I do a lot of cross stitching, and on this day of thrifting, I was planning for a crafting day I was going to be having in a few days, where I was going to finish a lot of my cross stitch projects. So that means make them into something I can use in my home decor, whether it means frame them or put them on like a little house or whatever the case would be. So if you see a lot of things that I picked up like that, that's kind of something that I had in my mind that I was looking for. Like this little boat, I could, you know, if I had some sea themed cross stitch, I could put it in those little frames. So anyway, that's why I was looking at a lot of the wood products. The next place we went into was called Treasure Alley, and it is a vintage shop, but they had some nice items at good prices. I'm getting excited to pull out my spring decor, and some of the sellers had really cute things to offer. You might have seen this in Jamie's video, but this is a vintage scale lamp, and I think that's really cool. I feel afraid. What is this? It's awful. Why did someone put an elephant head on a Barbie doll or some kind of antique doll? That's scary. The last thing I wanted to show you was this lampshade. I thought any one of us could duplicate this. I thought it was so clever. I'm here. I'm alive. I know that it's been an extra long minute, but after I went thrifting with Jamie that day, like 2 days later, I got really sick, was sick for a week. And then once I got better, Hannah had a big dance event. So I had that going on. So here we are. I'm finally filming. It's almost the last day of February. You barely got to see my February calendar because I haven't really filmed in here in February. Anyway, it's a cute little, what is that, an Oriole or something? Maybe? I don't know. So I've also changed my decor. It was Valentine's Day, but after Valentine's Day, I changed it up. And it's just got all my vintage sewing notions. I haven't put my spring decor up yet. I changed Betty's apron to this cutie little green one. It's got stains on the pockets where the lady clearly would wipe her hands, but I love that. I think it makes it more charming. So anyway, that's the scoop. Here we are. I'm going to show you my Goodwill haul, and then I will show you my haul from the first vintage shop, which was called Treasure Alley. Full disclosure, if you look on Jamie's video, which I can actually link in the description box of my video, we went to another place called The Looking Glass, but I didn't film in there. It was I loved it. I mean, I got some things from there, which I'll either show you during this video or in the part 2 of that day. videos, but it was a great spot, but there was so much to look at and it was all vintage that I really just wanted to like take it in, and it was kind of tight, so I didn't want to, I didn't want to film and break anything. So anyway, I didn't take footage in there. I think Jamie did, and if that's the case, you can check her video out. So I think that's all that's going on. I don't know. I'm sorry it's been so long. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Okay, but I mentioned in the video that I was looking for items to finish off cross-stitch projects with. And so that's what I'll start with. I did find this little house. This was $1.99. The idea with this is I could possibly finish off. So basically when you finish a cross-stitch project, you wrap it around this stuff called sticky board, and then that kind of makes it like a square, you know, like a hard square. I wonder, I don't even have one in here that I can show you. But anyway, and then you can mount that onto another square of like fabric, or, which is probably what I would do here. I'll probably do the cross stitch project, mount it on fabric, and then mount it on here. You can also put rickrack around it. If you don't want to do any of that, you can put it into a frame, but I like finishing them that way. Let me get one. Hold on a second so you can kind of know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got one of the things that I finished off. So you can see this is my project. This was on cross stitch fabric. That fabric I then wrapped around this hard sticky board that I have, which you can see the width of that, right? And then on the back of that, I put rickrack, which is this pink stuff for those of you who don't know. And then I glued the whole thing onto a Dollar Tree sign that I had painted. I think this says, underneath here, it says like, I don't know, something about Christmas, but I painted it. And then I finished the back with this vintage looking paper. So that's similar to what I'm planning to do here. I will have a cross stitch project mounted on fabric or with rickrack behind it, and then mount it onto here. And I'll probably sand this off to get the writing off. Yeah, so that's the plan for that. Then also for cross stitch, I got this square frames. If you try to buy them at the cross stitch store, are extremely expensive. I don't know why. They're just extremely expensive. Actually, any frame you buy at the cross stitch store is extremely expensive, but square ones are really nice for a lot of different projects, and they're just hard to find and kind of expensive. So I was really happy to find this one. The price is gone. I don't know. I probably paid like $2 or $3. I don't really remember. But then here's another one that I bought that same day. I don't know the price. It was probably $1.99, $2.99, something like that. So I bought the frame. This is exactly how it looked, which was awesome. I didn't have to paint this one. This was another project that I finished back in 2009. This one is finished on a, like a, it has like batting on the board. I found that at the thrift store as well. So it's not something I usually use, the harder sticky board, but I was like, oh, this will work fine. So it's mounted on that and then just put into the frame. And then again, finished with the vintage looking paper. It's not actually vintage, but it looks vintage. So anyway, so that's what I was looking for on that day. A lot of things, because I planned, so I went thrifting with Jamie on a Friday, and then I had planned to do a crafting day all day on the Sunday, which I did, and that's when I finished these. But throughout that day is when I started to get sick. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. I had the big virus again. I never thought I would get it twice. I was so irritated. This time I got it from Hannah, who got it from school or dance or something. I don't really know. But anyway, it was not as bad the second time around, I will tell you, but I was still down for the count for about, well, you have to stay in still for like 5 days, and then you have to mask for 5 days after that. So I've just not been going anywhere because I don't want to mask. I masked for 3 days when she was at her dance event. I don't want to mask anymore, so I'm just staying inside. Okay, hold on. So that's a scoop. But I'm better now, and that's that. Just put it behind us, right? Okay, then also that day, they just had really good wall art, which I don't generally find at Goodwill. I've even stopped looking at the Goodwills around me. It's garbage. Like, there's just garbage at the one by me. This one was in Wisconsin, though, much better. So I got this for my barn wall. It is a Warren Kimball. I love this picture. I have seen this picture before, but not in this small size. If you're familiar with my barn wall, there's not a lot of space on it.
It's in the hallway. Maybe I'll insert some footage if I remember, but I have the perfect spot for this. I actually have a picture that's not a barn, that's almost the same shape and the same color on the wall. So I'm going to take that down and put this up instead. I thought that would be great. Did I say this? It was $3.99. I still have a little brain fog. It's hard for me to remember what I said. So sorry. My apologies. Okay, so here's my barn wall. It's really hard to get good footage right now because it's nighttime, but there's the new picture. I think it looks great. See that? Yeah. Yes, and I did not take down my Valentine's tree yet because I got really sick. So I'm going to have to do that this week. There you go. I love it. Anyway, and then I also found this one. Oh my gosh. I love this one. I think it's really pretty. It was $4.99, but I just love it. It does have a little, you can't really see. Where is it? Down here is a little water damage. It was probably in someone's basement, but you know what? That adds to the vintage flair, and I just thought it was a really pretty picture. So I think this is going to go in my bedroom, and if you see here, it has this little brass bowl, and I got to go with it also at the same Goodwill on the same day. These were $1.99 each. These little mirrors, which I'm sure are like home interiors or something. So I think, oh, don't look at my messy spot. Oh, there. I'm giving you a preview of something else I'm about to show you. But anyway, I thought those would look pretty because of the brass bowl in here. Those will look kind of pretty together somehow on my wall. So that is my plan for those. Hopefully I'll tell you, my life felt like it was on hold for 5 days because I just didn't feel good. I felt awful, actually. And I just laid in my bed and I didn't do very much. I didn't even cross stitch because I couldn't like focus to count. Cross stitch takes a lot of like concentration and I couldn't. But I did start a little cross stitch junk journal. That was fun. That I could do, and doesn't require a lot of concentration. So I was able to do that in bed while I just laid there. But I haven't gotten any like projects done because I just didn't have the energy. So I will. Okay. Oh man, I just saw a Fox weather alert come on the phone. I hope we're not getting more snow. Oh, while that was all going on, we got like 2 feet of snow. And I couldn't even help shovel because I was just down, you know. Anyway, fortunately, we had a very wonderful neighbor. Oh, I didn't tell you this. Our snowblower broke. Yeah, that's a hoot and a half. And our neighbor feels very bad for us. So he actually came and did our driveway for us and part of our sidewalk so that, I mean, Chris still had to shovel and Hannah got out there and shoveled with him, but at least it got like the first 6 inches off. So that was really nice. There are good people in the world. Don't doubt it. Okay, moving on. I also picked this up for $1.49. This is a bowl stand, which are great in my china cabinet. I have some pretty antique bowls and, excuse me, I like to display them. These bowl stands, that's hard to say. Bowl stands are kind of hard to find. And if you buy them on Amazon, they're not cheap. So yeah, so this one's copper and it was $1.49. I thought that was a great price. All right, then I got this because my birthday is in July, and I just thought it was cute. Miss July. So I'm going to put that somewhere in my room here. This is my vintage room, you know, for those of you who might be new, this is my room where I keep all my treasures of, like, my collections. Like, I have my Holly Hobby stuff and my Raggedy Ann and my vintage children's books. So I will put my Miss July somewhere in this room. Let me take a breath. Okay, my lungs are getting back, but I still run out of air when I'm talking too much. So then I also picked this up. It's a piece of Syracuse china for $1.49, and I just thought it was pretty. I really don't know what I'll use it for, but it's the green stripe. It's coming off a little blue, but it's actually green. And I will just put this in my collection, in my china cabinet, china hutch, whatever, and see what I do with it. Okay, then also at Goodwill, let's see, I got 3 things to put at the shop. If you hear me say the shop, I sell things at a little vintage shop. I have a booth. The shop is called the Pink Elephant. It's in Hopkins, Minnesota. And I do it as a very, very, very part-time thing. It's just for funsies. And I don't buy a ton of stuff for it, but when I find things that I think will sell, I pick them up. So I bought this. It is a Magic Kingdom year 2000 license plate from Disney World. I thought that was cute.
And if nothing else, it'll be a nice like backdrop to some of my other vintage toy items that I have. So I thought that would be cute. And I'll put a price on it if someone wants it. Great. I paid $3 for it. So that will be cute in my booth. I actually have a shelf in a locked cabinet where I sell a lot of vintage toys. And I think I'll put that in there, and that has like a little backdrop to that. Also for my booth, I got this little bowl, which I thought was so pretty. Jamie actually told me what it is. So it would have come in a set of 3 with a little stand, and I guess people would have used them for dips. But I just thought it was it could be the fact that someone might look for a single if they've broken one. But also, I just thought it was really pretty and different. I liked it. So I thought someone might buy this on its own. I don't know. I'm not going to put very much on it. I sell a lot of things for really cheap just because that's what I like to do. So anyway, it's not my main gig. I'm not trying to make a living off of it. I'm just doing it for funsies. So that's what that will be for. And then also these, any kind of little pretty trinket boxes, if I can get them cheap. This is $1.49. I pick them up because they sell really well for me to the younger people that come into the shop. They love trinket boxes. So, all right. Sounds good. This is a really pretty one. See it. So. Okay, so that is all for my Goodwill haul. Let me clean everything up, and then I will get my vintage shop haul from Treasure Alley, and I'll show you that next. Then from Treasure Alley, I got a few things. I'm going to show you the big one right away, get it out of the way. I got this. This is, I guess, a part of an old secretary desk. I am going to paint it because it's kind of in need of a paint job, and I'm going to put it right here on the table that I'm working at. I am currently looking at a pile of stuff. It just needs, or it's craft supplies and things that I use at this table, and it just needs something to organize it in. So I had seen something like this on someone's Instagram account. And then that day we went to Treasure Alley and there it was sitting there. So I picked that up. I thought it was really cool. Haven't decided, I think I might paint it a shade of green, but I'm not committed to that yet. So anyway, so that was a good find. And then also from Treasure Alley, I think each of these things was like $3 a piece. I didn't buy anything that was very expensive. So I got this because at the Pink Elephant, there is an entire collection of pink elephants at the desk, at the front desk. There's like shelves behind the front desk. And all the sellers kind of contribute pink elephants as we find them. And yeah, so it's just this big collection that the owner has. And so I bought this one for the collection of pink elephants at the shop. Thought he was really cute. He, yeah, definitely old and adorable. So that will go to the pink elephant. Okay, and then I also got, these do not go together, but they had them displayed together and they look so cute. So I'm going to use these in my spring decor. I think they were $3 a piece or something, but they're these salt shakers, and this one's like a bunny. It says Bunny Hug by Van Tellingen is the mark on it. And then I'm guessing there was another bunny he would have hugged, but now he's hugging a duck. And I just, they look really cute on a shelf together. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to have a bunny hugging a duck, and it's just adorable. And he's got an egg there. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. I don't care that they're not actually a set because they just look really cute together. So I wish I could show you better, but this is how they look on the shelf. Like that. Oh my gosh. Isn't that adorable? So there you go. That's my bunny and duck hugging. Okay, and then I also got another one of these rulers. I think this is like the second one. I hadn't found one for years, and then I found 2 in the last few months. I don't know if I ever showed you the other one, because I think I found it like at a vintage shop that I had run into, never did a haul. But anyway, this is a really cool ruler. I really like these. I have a collection of about probably like 4 or 5, and they're kind of all different colors on the ends, which is cool. The one I just found was red. This one is blue, and I think it was $3, maybe 5 tops. Okay, and then also at Treasure Alley, I got these. So this was $2. So this one of the sellers had bags of pictures for $2. I got these to put at the Pink Elephant because I can sell these for like $1 a piece, and then I make my money back easily. This is something people really like, and they buy a lot of these at the Pink Elephant. So I thought, I'd like to have some in my booth because I know that they sell. I thought that was really cool. Really cool because it says about the subway, and the guys are in their shorts. I mean, it's just such like classic. Oh gosh. what is that? You think 50s? I can't read what it says. The something. The Palace. The Palace? Maybe. I don't know. But that was kind of cool. So there's that one. And someone's yearbook photo. That was cool. I haven't even looked through these because I just picked a bag. I picked it based on this one because I thought it was cool. And this says first fishing trip, not September of 1956. That's adorable. And then here's one of guys singing at like, oh my gosh, look at these hairdos. This is fantastic. See that? These are so cool. And then here's another person's yearbook picture from 1955. And then this is maybe from either Halloween or a school play or something. I got some good ones, some interesting photos. It's a cool old car and a little boy. And then, this is funny too. So yeah, you know, people like to use these in their crafting and stuff. So I thought that was cool. I want to have a basket of photos in my booth because it's interesting. So that is all that I got at Treasure Alley. And a little reminder, it is Girl Scout cookie season. I have purchased Girl Scout cookies from a little scout that came to our door. So if you're into this sort of thing, find a Girl Scout and buy some cookies and show your support. So there you go. 'Tis the season. All right, so that's it. You're going to see the next haul from that day. I'm going to be wearing the same sweater because I'm going to stop and film it now. But I'm going to say goodbye to you for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Sorry I was gone so long. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.